Hello, and welcome to another PoolPro Office video review. Today's video review will be focused on PoolServicePro, a standalone app for pool service professionals. Did you know that PoolPro Office is the oldest industry-specific project management software available? Did you also notice we offer 3 different solutions? PoolPro Office Complete for those pool builders that sell pools, build pools, and service pools. We also have Pool Service Sales Pro for those salespeople that only sell pools. And today we're going to be reviewing Pool Service Pro for pool service professionals. So let's dive in. When you log into your Pool Service Pro app, you'll notice you'll have a dashboard which will be interactive. It'll tell you how many service calls you have for today and how many's waiting, begun, or completed, or issues. So the dashboard will give you immediate information. It will also allow you to go find a project folder, a customer folder. I could go do a search and pull up their folder, and I would be in the service call area. So at this point, I could create a service call. That service call could be created whether it is a per visit, an opening, a closing, or any other category. This could be used for service or warranty. We also have that reoccurring event. To create those reoccurring events for pool service routes, could be weekly, all the way down to daily. So you could have a commercial pool that gets serviced every day of the week, and we can handle that situation. You'll also be able to, in this project folder, to email or text. So you can send out a new email, or you could text the customer or pick up the phone and call them. It's also going to give you the route map. It's going to give you the project location and the weather. You'll also be able to look at the project information, which has basically the customer's addresses. If you had a history of this pool being built, any gate codes could be put in. As you stored services, it would have the ability, images for those service calls can be stored in, and you also have the ability to look and view of all the equipment specifications on this pool. So in your service side, the pool information you need is all in that digital project folder. You'll also be able to hunt down any service order by service ticket number. You can store any documents that you use in service, load those up, people can view them, they can print them out, and they can also attach any of these documents to any outgoing email communication. You also have the ability to view the coaching videos built in, or if you have a question while in your Pool Service Pro, you can ask that question, upload an image of the screenshot, and we'll answer that question. So that's your help button in Pool Service Pro. Where you're going to spend most of your time is right here, service. This portal gives you everything you need to manage all your service calls. You may need to create a new customer, a new service or warranty customer. You can do that here. It brings up a blank digital file for that customer. You can view today's service calls in a daily view, and it will give you a running down of all your service calls scheduled for today, sorted by service technician. You can view this service ticket. Right here, it's going to have all the details on when you created that service ticket, all the information related to it. You'll also have the ability to sign up for Track 4, GPS tracking, and be able to send out an email or a text to the client when the service technician is on his way, and they'll get a little URL map of the service tech on its way, letting that customer know when to expect them. You'll also be able to print out all these service tech orders on paper for each service technician. You'll be able to look at the technician's map You can click on any of those service calls and it will give you the information on it. You could actually view that service call in the project. You could send a text or an email out. You could look at the construction specifications and you can change the status of it, and you can reassign the service technician all in one place, actually in the map in this particular case. So there's many places for data visualization and productivity. You can optimize this route, and it's going to pull up the route from either the text home or shop, and it'll give you the optimized route and turn-by-turn instructions. You can also look as service dispatch. You could look up here and view the whole map of everyone, all service technicians. You have the ability to create reports, new orders, no scheduled date, open orders. You could sort this by service technician, by start date and end date, or by status of it. So you can filter this data any way you would like. And you can scroll from day to day on the daily one. This also, when you put it on a daily service item, it will be able to view in a calendar view, either today's view, weekly, or monthly. I'll go ahead and click on the monthly view. And it's going to have the monthly view of all service calls. It's also color coded to the status it is. The blues are completed ones. The green's begun. The orange is an issue. The yellow is scheduled but hasn't started yet. So this will give a history of all your service calls. And in this calendar, you can sort by technician. Let me just start with Service Technet 1. Typically 3 to 4 characters will sort that calendar. Or I might go for J, the service tech. I can drag and drop any of these. So if I need to reschedule, drag and drop it. I can click on any of these, and it's going to pull up a portal that will allow me to change the status of it, change the service technician, get the phone number, email the client, text the client, or go to that service ticket that was created in this particular project folder. So once I do that, I can change the status and refresh. And I'm back in the calendar. So the calendar does many things. There's also a add company event. This is an anything event. It allows you to schedule anything. It might be days off, it might be vacation times, it might be special meetings. You're having a service technician meeting. It puts it on the calendar too, and there are multiple calendars that you'll be able to view. Service techs, company-wide events. Those and service agreement calendar too. You do have the ability to put in any end date of any service agreements you've created. That way you would have a calendar view of the end dates to contact a customer and refresh that service agreement calendar. So the calendar is extremely powerful because it actually has an instant report. I could look at leak tests by typing in text. So it's all sorted by text. It could be by service technician type. Let's just put in weekly. It's extremely powerful in providing a visual data visualization of your service calls. If you wanted to hand the service technician a mobile device, an iPad is the preferred device, or a Surface tablet, either one, and it would pull up today's service calls. It would automatically be in the device. So the service technician could come in without even, he could leave from his home and log in and see which service calls he has. That's a repair, crack and skimmer. Here we are, fix. Let me find out if I have any weekly cleanings. That's a leak test. We must have some more in here because there will be a service checklist for each type of service call that you can customize. So you could have a service checklist for weekly cleanings, openings, closings. You create your own service checklist. At that point, if this was a weekly cleaning, The service technician could put in his readings, any notes to the customer, email that checklist to the client, could add images, could view any previous service calls that had a checklist in it, and any previous service call history. So the service technician technically carries all the data related to that client on one device, one page. They can view all the existing specifications on this project. Location map. They can assign inventory from inventory. Route map from office. So there's many things the service technician can do. They can also add a warranty request. If they're out there, they see some additional work that needs to be done that's not on their service ticket, they can send back to dispatch what is needed out there so this dispatch can initiate a new service order. You also have the ability, those warranty requests, you'll be able to view those warranty requests that the service technician has sent back to process and turn them over into work orders. To me, that's the little gold pot of gold at the end that would enable you to address those issues for the client, give better service, but also increase your cash flow. If you have any open service proposals, when you create a new service ticket, it's going to ask you, do you want to make it a work order or a proposal? At this point, I chose proposal, and it allowed me to view all my open proposals to then move over into the service work order and schedule it. If you had any service agreements, end dates, you could create that end date so you know when to address when this client's service agreement is going to expire. Today's service call would have all the service calls located on a map view. You can click on those and it's going to bring up a scheduling portal. So technically you can also schedule from a calendar view or from a map view along with the calendar view and the daily view. Report capabilities. You can create service batch items. You can create a service receivable report by date. You can view all service receivable report, which creates a receivable report of all outstanding receivables. And you can actually go to this project. It's going to take you to the digital project folder to receive that payment. You can also create a service warranty report based upon status by a service technician, by start and end date, any open orders or any new orders without a scheduled date on it. So the PoolServicePro portal has everything you need to manage a professional service business. We also have settings. This is where you set your system up. You put in your contacts and employees, vendors, suppliers. You set up your user account, so who has access into your Pool Pro office and what privilege set they have. They may be service technicians, they may have management level, but you assign your users. Your logo you can change anytime. Email works out of the box. Twilio setup, there is a free Twilio which does phone formatting. If you wanted to use the texting out of PoolServicePro, you do have to sign up for a Twilio text account, which is about $2 a month and 0.0008 cents a text. So that's how easy it is to get set up. We have coaching videos, and we also have charts. Charts would enable you to view your graphical charts in a little more detail, other than the dashboard charts. It's going to give you down here service calls today, previous 7 days, current month, previous month, and you can also year to date. So you can create plenty of graphical reports on your service industry. So that kind of gives you a brief overview of PoolServicePro, a standalone app for pool service professionals with every aspect, the same as we had in Pool Pro Office for those clients that have Pool Pro Office Complete. Now you can run a service only without having all the items in Pool Pro Office Complete. So thank you for your time in reviewing PoolServicePro. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call. Visit our website, poolprooffice.com, and find out more information on Pool Pro Office Complete, Sales Pro, or Pool Service Pro. Thank you very much, and enjoy your day.